Tiles.
Hi, it's Kim from Your Life Movement, and we wanted to delve into that title of entitlement.
Entitled children.
Entitled children.
A lot of people say now that kids these days are so entitled. They go to these private schools, they've got cars, they've got everything that we didn't have, which is probably true, but I think it's how we ground them when they get home. It's how we raise them. It's how the values that we instill.
Yeah, definitely. And I think going to private schools, etc. I mean, I think once they come home, you're their compass. You're the one that can balance out what they've supposedly sat through, or whatever type of thing is affiliated with attending a private school or a private organisation of some exclusivity. It's always about bringing your children back to know that gratitude's a huge part of your family values. How to be grateful, how to show gratitude. Doing service into the community, or just being a good human, and recognizing that you've had this wonderful opportunity that doesn't come by lightly, and doesn't come by all the time for everybody either. So remembering that stuff, I think, is really crucial to even out the exclusivity of.
And I think even they'll be like, oh, there's this kid that has the latest iPhone, the latest this, the latest that. And it's like, oh, that's great. That's awesome. But it's
good for them.
Yeah, it's like you don't need to have all that kind of stuff. And it's great to be exposed to it and to see it and to be a part of this. But just to know, I'm going to work hard for it, or this is something I want to aspire. I don't have to get it instantly, I think, because it's such an instant.
But that's the generation. It is the instantaneous generation that's being raised at the moment.
And the disposable fashion.
Oh my gosh!
Buy another one. Just buy another one. Just buy it. It's like we have to think about the landfill and
absolutely
recycling and going to a thrift store, and it's like
and I think those experiences are still really, really valid as well. Because I feel like it is such an entitled position to be in, to know that if I wreck these shoes, I'm getting a new pair, sort of thing. And
like what you were saying, you looked after your pair of shoes, you washed them, you kept them. I remember buying my first pair of Nike. I think they were like $250.
I was one of those.
They were so expensive. I worked and I saved probably like 6 months. But that was just like, I valued them and I looked after them because I knew that I'd paid for them. So doing that kind of stuff with the kids helps too.
Well, we are doing, and we are sort of getting our kids to do that. I mean, our girls the other day did a baking frenzy at home, and they sold off they walked around the neighbourhood and safely knew whose door to knock on. And offered some baked goods in little bags and things like that, and they made $40 together in an hour, and they used that money to then they ended up buying Eileen and I something presents which was really lovely. But they could have bought them, and they bought themselves lunch together, which was really nice. But I think that whole understanding of, you make the money, you buy what you need, and then that opportunity of, it's not just flashing a card and just put it on the card. And what does that mean? What's the value of money mean? And I think those fundamental understandings of what money is, how it's created, what it buys and what it doesn't buy, those sorts of things are really important for children to understand. But definitely, it's don't take things for granted.
Yes,
I think is a good family value to work on.
Yes, I love it. Have a good one.